Alright, well, I'm gonna attempt to install this kit in real time, so bear with me. I'm not 100% sure. This is my first time having this truly taken apart, so gonna be some winging it, I expect. So you just take that set screw out. After you get your switch tape ring off, take this set screw out, and this will just come right on out. I have had it this far apart. And you just kind of cradle it, push. And some of you guys, if you got a really early one, like I originally had, this will actually be, instead of foam like this, it'll be a hard plastic, and they found that switching to this foam actually worked better and made it a little more smooth, kept a little more tension on it. At least that's my understanding. Alright, let's see here. So we got to get this out somehow, because we got a new and improved main gear. I'm sure some of my terminology is going to be completely wrong. So what I think, just a not so educated guess. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense now. There's, see that? There's 3 Allen keys underneath the dial. Okay. So I believe we're probably going to have to take these set screws. And these screws right here are what changes the tension on your rail as well. So if you've ever got a little bit of slop in the rail, and they are super sensitive, like a quarter turn, quite substantial. As you can see, that those were 2 full turns, and it's a lot. So let's turn this over. Let's see. Take these off. They're not very tight, so try to remember how tight they were when you took them apart. Doesn't seem like there's any Loctite or anything on these either. Probably could always add some if you were worried. Okay, alright, here's our first look inside. Oh, maybe not. Almost. There we go. I think that is going to want to fall. Okay. So far, super simple. Alright. I don't think we have to do anything parts wise with this, so it shouldn't mess with anything. Should be fairly simple. Alright, there's that. There's this. Here is the brake that rides in here. Alright. So let's go back together. Well, it looks like that can twist in there. So you need to make sure that this doesn't get twisted, because it twists pretty easy. I don't know if it's in focus or not. Definitely not an expert videographer. Okay, so, okay, see how that works. That goes like that. The little raised surface is going to go that way. That's the old. Let's take that back. Okay, so this goes like that. And that was right there, huh? Okay. Easy as that? That can't be it, can it? Wow. It doesn't look like that matters which way it goes. Let's see. Let's get you guys a look on this side. Yeah, like I said, extremely, extremely simple. So when you increase tension on these, you're actually adjusting the shoe here, which is kind of made of a Teflon material or like a Delrin. Alright, so in theory, that should go right back where it was. Once again, you gotta kind of finagle it. Just seems too simple, doesn't it? That. Tighten this down. Been holding off on doing this because I didn't think I had time to do it. My goodness. Doesn't seem like that was a valid excuse. Like I said, these weren't very tight. And looking back on it, you don't need to mess with these two. Tighten those back down. Just till they just start touching. Back to these and snug those down. Put our dial back in. Try to squish her in there. Oh, well, let's just because we're in here. This one's got some compression on it, so kind of squished flat. I'll switch it out to this new one just in case it's a little bit different. It does seem like it might be a little bit thicker. Looks like this one's probably laser cut, where this one was kind of cut out by hand, it looks like. Okay. Slide that back in there. Easy as that. Get your retainer back on there. You don't go too tight on this. Looks like I went too tight on something. Probably these. Like I said, they really, really don't need much. Alright, what am I doing wrong here? Did I go too tight on this already? really know what happened there. Oh, I think I got it set to only take a 10-minute video. Alright, let's get this out of there. So that was the wrong way, so the long side does go in first. That's what I thought. Looks like those are replaceable too. Started to come out of there. Alright, let's put this back together again. So, like that. Probably easier if you move it to the center of the elevation rail, but like I said, this is my first time having this apart. Alright. Leave these a little bit loose this time. Let's see. Okay. Dial in there. Okay. So that's good there. Let's pull that out and tighten these down. I mean, those are both machine flat surfaces, so they shouldn't be pinching anything. Let's see. Alright. Oh yeah, nice and smooth. See how their brake works. Oh yeah, the brakes a lot tighter. Still smooth, but we gotta tighten this rail up too. Alright, let's get our that screw back on there. Or nut back on there. You don't want to do this too tight, because I think I had it over tight, and that's why it really smashed this down. Oh yeah, it's nice right there. Take your Allen wrench and lock that in place. And tighten these down just a little bit. Just till they touch. You really don't want much on there. Goodness. Yeah, like I said, probably the 5th time I've said it now. These things are very, very, very sensitive. There we go. It's kind of hard doing this too without it on a bow. Let's break on. That's probably why it's so stiff. Break off. Much smoother. Still got a little bit too much tension on these. You literally adjust it in like 1/8 of a turn increments. See how much of a difference that made? Alright, set the brake. Oh yeah. Alright. So since you didn't really do anything with here, you should just be able to throw your ring back on there. Careful to not over tighten these. I've seen some guys over tightening them and cracking the tapes. I think they actually changed the material because they were getting cracked. Alright, that does it. Except for the one little hiccup there, that wasn't really a hiccup. Just back together. 3 Allen keys, that's it. Fully overhauled. Nice and smooth. No wiggle. No play. I think maybe the gears are a little tighter meshing in this new one. So this one's just for the brake. That pin increases tension on this. This one's kind of just an idler. But the pin, can you see that? No, it's not going to focus. It's going to focus on everything but what I want it to focus on. Alright, cool.